Hello everybody, welcome back to Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Picking up where we left off, we have found the dead ealdorman, and we're going to bring the medallion there back to his son to prove he's dead.
Eivor, what news?
Your father's dead.
Wait, what?
The sigil of Hunbjorn's house. I found it near his body.
No. No, this cannot be. He was strong, a pillar of Lincolnshire. He cannot be gone. He...
Oh, you poor boy. I'm so sorry.
I am a man, Archer. Do you hear me? I am a man and I am my father's son. Do not forget it.
Keep steady, Hunwald. You're now the head of your house.
Another swan takes flight. Only I remain, last in a line of dwindling nobles.
I'm sorry, Hunwald. I had already asked a priest to administer last rites when your father disappeared.
What?
I didn't tell you sooner because I thought by some miracle he had survived.
You lied to me!
You silly, sobbing mooncalf. Will you never grow up?
Lord have mercy on that woman. She should have said something. It was her duty to say something.
You need a new ealdorman here, and it falls to King Ceolwulf to make that choice.
For once we find agreement, Eivor, the nobles here will convene a Shire moot to select a new candidate. The winner will stand before the king for approval.
Explain how this works, your Shire moot.
A moot is a meeting of lords. We convene from time to time to steer the course of our shire.
It was always my intention to convene a moot, but between our troubles in Lincoln and the bandits' raids, we slipped into a pattern of convenience.
We have a similar custom, what we call an Althing, an assembly of good folk.
With so many like habits, there should be peace between our people and yours. Perhaps that begins now.
Apart from Hunwald, who else will stand for the ealdorman's seat?
If I may be so bold, I should like to put my name forward. Under my care, this Shire has found some peace this past month.
I will offer my name as well. My family has ancient ties to this land, and I am proud to say I have forged quite a friendship with the Danes to the north.
Good. My priests will spread word of the moot across the Shire, and will convene in a few days' time.
Do visit my estate, Eivor. I have something for you. Something I think you'll enjoy.
I'll find the time.
Eivor, a word if you don't mind.
Is the word Christ or pagan?
I deeply regret my churlish ways when we first met. I did not treat you as my god commands, with kindness and love.
Love is a difficult feeling to command.
Yes, quite. In any case, thank you for putting this mystery to rest. I do hope we'll see you at the moot.
With Hunbjorn's death an open secret, Hunwald's enemies may strike again. I should find him before they do.
Yeah, I'm now welcome in Lincoln. Alright, let's quickly pop in here and see what skills I have. Range damage is good enough. No. There we go, more range damage, why not?
I should follow her.
Yes, actually, let's do that. Okay, so I have multiple quests. I'm assuming... Lay of Hunwald. Okay, so that's Elfger's. So right now it looks... I'm going to assume that I'm going to be in some way more or less choosing who the next Elderman is going to be. And that these quests will like let me interact with them enough to well, actually, hang on, let's decloak here since I'm now welcome. I don't need to hide. Alright, let's see what they have to say.
Archer, where is Hunwald?
I tried to console him, but he pushed me away. I love the boy, I do. But I fear what would happen if he took his father's title. He's fragile and scattered. I saw him ride north, following the paved Roman road, to the old tall tree where he often passed time with his father, I imagine.
What devil put you up to all this deception?
I wasn't put up, Eivor. I felt compelled to carry on for the good of the Shire, until I knew the truth.
A pretty answer for an ugly lie.
Can I speak to her some more? I mean, she's got the little bubble above her head. But I guess not. Yeah, whatever. I also like how I'm welcome here, but I still can like just assassinate the guards at the gate. Like, alright. So I mean, obviously her endorsement of this guy isn't the best. Same with like elf guards. I think that's how you pronounce his name. He said that he's had to give that boy advice to stay out of trouble, you know, a lot.
I've never heard of a Hunwald.
What?
Hunwald.
What are you guys talking about? I mean, yeah, you guys are all enemies. So is the one over there, but like I don't see any non-enemies. Like I would assume, I kind of assumed that that was some indication of like an event that happened like along the way, unless this guy has somebody with him. Ah, he does.
Someone help! They mean to hang me for...
What concern is this to you, heathen?
That is not Hunwald.
Why don't you get me off this thing?
Anyway,
Seems there's a bounty out on Hunwald.
Oh, he's ruffled some feathers, that much is clear. Do you know him?
I do.
Then the Lord truly is watching over me.
Right place, right time.
Thanks for saving my neck, stranger. I pray I can return the favor someday.
well, maybe. Oh, that was a okay. That was a world event, or that was a mystery then. Interesting. I did not expect that. Although, yeah, it was a mystery. Interesting. Mysteries generally don't involve anything to do with like the actual quest lines or story. Although, I guess if you had came here before and did that, that would make sense. That would still work. But the question is like if you put Hunwald in charge, assuming you get the option to. I'm going to assume it's that giant tree over there. Assuming you get the option to put Hunwald in charge, I mean, then that obviously that event wouldn't make much sense unless they just change
woods, Father.
the name.
Oh, these woods. I remember the day. Eivor, what a pleasant surprise. Would you drink with me?
Hunwald.
Come, sit. Stay with me a while and contemplate the view.
Be easy with your grief, Hunwald. If you're not careful, it's a poison you'll bear in your blood for the rest of your life.
No need to worry, for I have found the antidote for it.
Do not gorge on grief, nor give in to sadness, but let your aching love light the mead of your eyes and lead you to triumph.
That is quite lovely. My father would have liked you. He liked all those who could swing a sword and speak a verse with ease.
He had a large heart and a love for his people. I think I would have liked him too.
He and I used to wander up this way all the time. He would take me hunting, and I would catch the most wretched little things if I caught anything at all. I was a rubbish hunter. But he always said he was proud. Each and every time.
A toast. To your father, Lord Hunbeorth of Lincolnshire. He may have dwindled from this world in death, but in life he was as stalwart as this tree.
A wise old oak. Yes.
Skull.
Skull. and then my father says, it's the right goat, but it's the wrong end. Oh, my Swanborough loves that one. She has a great sense of humor, my lady love. Father would have liked her.
Right. Your Dane lady love. She sounds lovely. Too lovely to be real.
You know what? We should visit her. We should go to Grimsby. Yes, there's no time to lose.
After you.
God. So we're gonna do like the
Nothing
medieval
like
equivalent of
drinking
drunk
and
dialing
riding
your
to
girlfriend.
jostle your troubles away.
And the contents of your gut.
Kind of wish you would just get on my horse and we could go. Be nice.
Now come and enjoy the splendor of my shire.
You Saxons and your tiny splendor. You've never seen mountains, have you? Or deep fjords, like a giant's axe wound? Or towering falls that steam in the dead of winter? Snow sparkling like a blanket of jewels? That is splendor.
Well, if your homeland is so splendorful, why come to England at all?
You can't grow crops on a blanket of jewels.
Ha! Very true.
I'll admit, your countryside does take the breath away.
Quite so, quite so. I love this land. And should I follow my father's footsteps, I shall do my solemn duty to protect her. I know many think me foolish, inexperienced, but I would ask that they judge me by my future hopes, not my past reputation. If I am given sway over this land and show myself to be a poor leader, shame me, punish me, of course, but give me that chance. By God, I just want to have that chance.
Alright.
What was that?
I mean,
Birds, Eivor. Has no one told them today is a day of grief?
yeah, that's not
Quiet.
birds. I mean, I can
Stop here.
clearly.
Something isn't right. I'll find the trouble before it finds us.
I mean, he ran this way.
Oi! Stay down. They're close.
I find it hard to.
My signal.
I find it hard to believe that they didn't
Bloody heathen.
find, or that they didn't see me crossing that. that's those two gone. Oh. Interesting. Those two showed up. But the first two showed up, but those two didn't. I still have eliminate the threat as an option, so I'm going to assume then that there's more on the other side that just aren't like showing up in my ping. Yep. See, now what about up and over here? Anybody home? Yep. Anybody else? Not there. There. Not there. I'm going to assume that they're all down this canyon some way or other. Just mainly because I think it would be weird if they weren't. Well, there we go. Oh, maybe they are showing up, but it's just like such a small... Oh, there we go. I've eliminated enough now that the rest are marked. Good. I do like that feature. That one. Looks like we've only got one more. And then we get to go and see this Dane that he apparently is in love with. It'd be funny if it was someone we know, but even if it was somebody we knew, I don't know if, like, I'd remember her.
Well struck, Eivor!
What about this guy?
I'm over here.
I don't trust him. He was up there, and I just don't trust him.
That's twice they've tried to kill you, Hunwald.
And twice failed.
We had luck. But if you're not more careful, they will succeed. Someone in Mercia wants you dead. And they'll kill anyone in the way to see it done.
Yes, including my dear Swanborough, my lady love. Come, let us hurry away.
I'm serious, Hunwald. Are you hearing me?
Plain and clear. Follow me.
I mean...
Hunwald, are you sure this place is safe?
The safest spot in the Shire, yes. Here I am with a chance to be ealdorman, but I have yet to prove myself worthy. To you, to the Shire, to her. I can do nothing without my darling lady. You've made me realize how much I've neglected her through this fatal stupor of mine.
This I must see for myself.
Yeah, I am interested in meeting her. I am also interested in seeing if this guy, because I mean, so far his friend there, Alfred, seems to be a better choice. Just mainly because I don't trust the priest guy. It could just be that he's a priest, and therefore, you know, I unconsciously just automatically don't trust him. But
oh, thank the heavens! There she is.
Back there? Okay. I was gonna say it's either back there or here. Alright, let's go meet your lady love.
Hunwald, I thought for sure you'd be dead. Why didn't you send word?
It has been far too long, my little jewel. I'm so very sorry for that.
I'm fine, my love. I wilted without you, but still I grow. And who is this?
Ah, yes. I am proud to present Eivor of the Raven clan.
Hello, Eivor. A pleasure to meet you.
And you, Swanborough. I wasn't sure what to make of Hunwald's stories, yet here you are.
Surprised to find the Dane by his side?
Not quite. I'm surprised to find a Saxon at yours. Hunwald seems to endear himself to all sorts.
Eivor agreed to help me find my father. But I'm afraid it hasn't gone as well as I'd hoped.
What's happened?
My father is dead. Died of a cruel disease, apparently. Then shunted off to a cellar for burial.
Oh, my love, I'm sorry.
And someone in your shire wants to make sure Hunwald follows his father to the grave.
Let them try. I'll cut their throats.
A shire moot will soon be held. Hunwald should stay here, out of sight, until he can attend.
What if I left it all behind, my love? Forget my father's seat. What if I stayed here with you? Just the two of us.
Hunwald, no. This Shire must be led with courage and heart. Follow in your father's footsteps and lead the Shire as he did.
Rest, Hunwald. By sunrise you'll have shed all your tears and pissed out the last of the ale.
Eivor is right, Hunwald. Tomorrow is a new day.
Yes. Yes, resting next to my angel will heal all that is broken within me.
Be well, Eivor, and thank you.
She seems nice.
Keep watch over that one. Men have come for him more than once.
My blade will keep him safe.
I don't doubt it.
Alright, so now that's that one. I'm going to assume then that we then have to do this quest next. And then we'll end up with the Shire Moot. Would it be faster to fast? I honestly don't know if it would be faster or to just take the horse. I'm just gonna take the horse. I feel like it would probably be with the loading time and then having to get there. I feel like it would probably be about the same if I had to guess. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's not that he's a bad guy, right? I just don't know if he would be up to the task of doing it, you know? Like the one, like, Acha or whatever she's, her name was said, he does seem fairly scattered. And, now granted, his father just died, so I mean, her comment on him being fragile, I mean, I can't really comment on that. He seemed, I mean, he made it all the way to Ravensthorpe to come and find me, although granted Ravensthorpe is like 2 inches away from Lincolnshire, but still. He came and got me so that he could then go and find his father again. So, I mean, he's not so cowardly as when they banished him, he stayed gone. And he's not so stupid as to try and take it by himself. And there's obviously a reason why they don't want him to become the next Thane. Like, now granted, it could be because they, like, because I'm assuming it's the Order that's hunting him. It could be that they have somebody that they want to put forward and make Thane. And the reason why they're trying to kill Hunwald is because he's the only one that they know. That they know will try and become the next Ealdorman, right? I don't know why I said Thane. I don't know if they're different or even that they may be the same thing. But since obviously he's the previous Ealdorman's son, he would be put forward as an option. And maybe they just don't know that the other two plan on putting their names forward, or it could be that one of the other two is part of the Order, right? My guess would be the... See, I don't know. I feel like the priest is suspicious, but at the same time, I feel like he's just suspicious enough to not be right, you know? And look at that. See, I feel like that has something to do with the wolves. Because that's not the first time that's happened. I showed you that clip a while ago. There was no weird, like, graphical glitch this time when it happened. But when it happened last time, it was also shortly after I passed by a pack of wolves. So yeah, I can't help but feel like it has something to do with, like, just another reason why animals are bullshit. You know? Because yeah, I imagine that we pass by them. We're close enough that they start one of those unblockable attacks. And it just counts as hitting me, even though I'm going away. But since I'm so far away, it, like, tries to pull me back. And it kills me in some way or other, you know? Like, I also don't think that. I think we may just end the part here. No, we'll go and we'll talk to him at least. I doubt that we'll complete this quest. Odds are we'll go there. We'll go there. Although even then, should we even chat him up? I mean, maybe it would be better if we just went to do something else. Like maybe we'll just get a couple of points here. Because yeah, we've only got like 5 minutes or so left to the video before we hit a half hour. So, and then we can just chat on some stuff. If you watch my Banjo-Tooie Let's Play, I mentioned that I finished Saints Row 3 Remastered, or Saints Row the Third Remastered. I like that game. I really do, but I will say, having played, I feel like my memory of it was better than it actually is. Like, I think I was definitely giving it more credit than it was due. But here's my thing, right? Because I compare Saints Row 3 and 4, right? I don't compare it to 1 or 2 because they're very different games. Well, not very different, but they're definitely different. But I want to say that like the general gameplay of Saints Row 3 is definitely superior to Saints Row 4, like the open world stuff, and that I definitely want to say I enjoyed 3 more. But as for like actual story, and the story is good too, right? I do prefer the story over the aliens and that, but the actual missions themselves that take place within the games, or that take place within the story, I have to give it to 4. Like, just like the sheer ridiculousness and variety, and I mean, it could be because like with 4 they basically gave up making sense. And because everything was in a computer simulation, they could do literally whatever they wanted. And so, like, you know, it let them copy, like, Metal Gear Solid. It let them copy all these other games and, like, TV shows, movies, all this. It just, like, they made just so many references that I knew, for one thing. I mean, obviously, if I play something that makes a lot of references, but I don't understand the references. Like, I've never seen what they're referencing or something, Obviously, it's not going to have much of an impact, but I knew every single reference that they made in 4, and it just made it great. And, like, while the soundtrack in 3 and 4 are both good, I feel like 4 definitely uses their soundtrack a little bit better. Now, I say that, but in reality, because, like, here's the thing, right? In Saints Row 3, I feel like the best part, or, like, the best point where they make use of their soundtrack, wow, I definitely climbed the wrong one, is when you're taking over the penthouse apartment soon after you get there, and it's playing Power by Kanye West. I feel like that's probably that's the best use. Like, having just played it, that's still like the one like moment where I remember the music making like maybe not like a huge difference, obviously, but still like fitting what's happening just so well. But I know in Saints Row 4, I mean, you have like the opening segment where like if you've never played Saints Row 4, spoilers ahead for the first mission in the game, like literally the tutorial, where they're playing fucking Aerosmith as you're climbing the rocket, and as you're climbing the rocket and dismantling it. I feel like that was amazing. Or at the end when they're playing "You Got the Power," as you're going towards the final boss fight. I also feel like that was like just like a great use of it. So I feel like 4 definitely. I feel like if you could somehow put them together, right? Because I feel like the superpowers really ruined 4, and that if they had left everything else the same but removed the superpowers, I feel like 4 would have actually been a better game than it was, or limited the superpowers in some way, right? Like, obviously, when you first get them, they are somewhat limited, but they're pseudo limited, and it doesn't take very long before like they're before they're basically unlimited, like your super sprint and everything, right? And I feel like even if they just removed the super sprint, it would probably have made the game better. Because like when you have the super sprint and the super jump and the glide and everything in 4, there's no more exploration. Like that's it. Like you're just done exploring. Because you can get everywhere so fast that it makes like that there's just really no exploration. Now, granted, in Saints Row 3, obviously, if you're just going for the 100%, you're just going to be going from point to point. But the fact that like you're driving around in that, I don't know, it feels more like exploration, even though that I can't really say that I explored anything in 3. I really was just driving from A to B, but just the fact that I was driving and not having everything go by in a blur really made it feel like I was exploring more or something. So I don't know. But anyway, that will be all for this part. In between parts, I'll probably run around and collect some of the wealth and artifacts in that. And I saw that there was at least one game of Orlog to play, where Swanborough was. So obviously I'll do that. But yeah, that'll be it for this part. Next week we will be back up to hour-long episodes, so don't worry, we'll probably finish this in the first or second part. But yeah, so thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you next week for more.